Good morning, bright eyes. Top of the morning to your grand rising queen. Welcome back to my channel, Knotty Love Movement. It's your host, Knotty. Bring you the latest and trending topics. I vlog my life. We get to end over here. So please, thumbs up the video. Share if you care. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Your girl is on the path to 3K subs. Yay! I'm so excited. We almost there. We are at the count as of this morning. It's 2,829 subscribers. So let's keep it pushing. Hopefully by the end of the week, we can get to that 3K. Yes, 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 yes. And please check out my other videos. Last night, I had the pleasure of joining the panel with the Weekend Dump, and we had a great show. It was a great, great time. Good conversation. So check out our videos. Shout out to Jovi Beauty. Shout out to Couture Bay. And shout out to Yusuf, Celebrity Crimes and Galactic something, but he's up there. Go check out our video. Also check out my video that I did on exposing Kenneth Petty, Nicki Minaj's husband. Mum's the word over there in that camp. Akbar V, where you at? You love to double dutch your way into all the Nicki Minaj situations. Where you at? You gonna defend her marrying attempted rapist? Where you at, Akbar? Mom's the word. Oh, you trolling Trump. I forgot. Child. She loved it. Look, any other time she loud and vocal. Windmilling for your girl. Okay? I got time. Nobody got time. So today's show, we're going to get into Mariah Carey announcing unfortunate. Hey, Tarshella. Greetings. Shout out to Ohio. Midwest my Midwest peeps. Okay? That's where Bone Thugs from. We're going to get into Mariah Carey's family tragedy. We're going to touch on a little bit of the history. Now, Mariah's always been vocal about her family dynamic. So we're going to go back a little bit and bring us up to date to why her position is where it is with her family. Like, when you're dealing with a family of addicts, especially when you're as successful as her, you have to learn to create boundaries because they will drain you for everything you got. I.e. Nicki Minaj and her husband, because that's what's going to happen. He going to take her for everything. He going to drain the swamp if she don't get away from him. All right. Who else we got? We gonna touch on some politics because you know plots always make sense of everything. Okay. Tom Girardi. The verdict is in. We're gonna get into that. Ooh, who else we got? Stunna Girl. Hot Mess Central. You know, just when you be trying to drag another man down that you was windmilling for, you gotta look in the mirror and see how you look. The double standards. Now you want to expose all his healthcare information and things like that. You was down until you wasn't. I'm telling you, be careful of them Zeus snitches, okay? Well, I knew something was right when she started snitching on Zeus. Then she turned around and snitched on Ray J. And now she's snitching on her husband. Child, where's the loyalty? Ain't no loyalty. But girl, you was down until you wasn't. So we want to get into the detail of that because it's a whole hot, stinking, ghetto, ratchet-ass mess. I'm talking crusty drawers and everything floating online. Okay? Can you believe everything? No. I kind of feel like, because I know they was trying to launch a network, I kind of feel like she's trying to draw attention to her network. But mark my words, okay? That girl ain't no good. She ain't no good. She not no good. I ain't messing with her. Okay? Who else we got on the docket? If I had time, I'll get into Carlissa. We gonna get into an update on Diddy. He filed a dismissal on the Little Rod lawsuit. Also, Alicia Keys is out here dragging a DJ. So we're going to get into that a little bit. Joy Chavez finally delivered her baby, but the internet is dragging her. Remember earlier in the week we went over Dr. Brian getting with Cam Newton, being irresponsible with his seed, creating broken families, and not marrying these women. Well, social media is calling out the double standard. Like, is Joy Chavez the same way? I mean, I think this is her third child with her third baby father. She's not married. One of her children is by Bow Wow himself. We're going to get into it, okay? Donald Trump and Kamala Harris have come into an agreement for the debate, which I cannot wait. Cannot wait to the debate. We got Young Miami. Please, Carisha, out here once again explaining why she left Diddy. Did she really? Did she do it? Did she not? Or she still smacking that ass? Okay. And we got Megan Thee Stallion. Boo alert, boo alert, boo alert. So we going to get into that. We going to touch on Cardi B. So much going on, Knotty Crew. Please thumbs up this video. Share the video. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. We are almost to 3,000 subscribers. Yes. And I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. All right, because I've been pushing and pushing hard, you know. It's hard doing this, getting up here, being a content creator, giving commentary every day to keep it going. And if it wasn't for my Knotty Crew support, my subscribers, my moderators, and things like that, I would not be able to do this. So I'm forever humbled, and I appreciate all of y'all always like hanging in there with me through technical issues, whatever. You know, y'all always just show up for me. So I'm just like, I love y'all. I love y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And we're going to keep this thing going until it can't go no more, okay? Till the wheels fall off, which will be never, okay? Because I love doing this. I really, really do. I love doing this. I love supporting other content creators and just putting positive energy out there. And I am blessed enough to have a healthy YouTube family and other content creators that support me in my journey. Jovi supports me. Voodoo Doll supports me. Couture Bay supports me. AT2 supports me. Juice Radio and Talk Show. Shout out to the gray hair diva. Love her. Yeah, this is where I came from, you know. Kim Delivers, Michelle GM, Latoya, Feminine Melanin, Bright Eyes, like Aaron D, all of y'all. And I'm not, please, if I forgot your name, please don't take it personal, but I love every last one of y'all that supported me through this journey, seriously, because it's an emotional one. Thank you, Smiling with Erin. And make sure y'all go to Smiling with Erin D and support her channel. She is very, very positive, and I always call her my YouTube guardian angel. So I love her so much. So any content creators that have supported me, shout out to y'all. Thank you so much for putting the battery in my back and giving me the reasons to keep going. Especially like AT2 shouted out my channel when I was nobody, when I was less than 1,000 subs, okay? And he stayed consistent, stayed supporting me. So like I just love all my fellow colleagues and my content creators. Ooh, okay. Let's get started with the show, okay? Number one, I've covered in the past Brian McKnight's deadbeat daddy situation and how he abandoned his biological children, got remarried, and things like that. Well, he is still suffering, and the family came out and spoke their side of things. He is still suffering, as he should, until you make that right, Brian McKnight, with your firstborns. Ain't no good gonna come to you. Ain't no good gonna come to you, okay? So shout out to neoronline.org. Brian McKnight's ticket sales drop as fans continue to boycott his music. I love this. I love that the fans are taking the stands. It's not cool the way he treats his family, and he has a narcissistic point of view. But who was there for you? Ain't no good gonna come to him. Ain't no good gonna come to that man until he do right by them chillin'. Okay? So, Brian McKnight fans are hitting him where it hurts as they continue to boycott his music catalog. The singer shows are apparently suffering from little to no ticket sales. Nobody want to support a deadbeat daddy. Child. So, according to trending reports, Brian has received a surplus of backlash due to his estranged relationship with his three eldest children, Brianna, Nico, and Brian McKnight Jr., from a previous marriage. Fans have been extremely vocal over the years in sharing their disapproval of the once beloved R&B singer neglect of his kids. The steep discount on McKnight's concert tickets are clear indication of the backlash he is facing, says a source. WBLS reports that the tickets for an upcoming show in Washington, D.C. are being sold at nearly half the price at platforms like Groupon. Things originally kicked off in 2022 when he highly praised his current wife in a post to social media. And for the very first time in my life, I got to experience what it's like to want to plan to have a child made from love. So apparently folks are keeping the same energy online and offline as Brian once highly anticipated shows continue to struggle with ticket sales. Look at God. Look at God. Because let me tell you, you basically saying like you didn't want your first three eldest children. They weren't planned. That's disgusting because all children are a blessing and they did not ask to be here. And sir, if you did not want children with a woman, you could have strapped it up, okay? But his ex-wife came out and spoke out and said all she had endured. Yes, Tarshella, he's very lame. Thank you, Bright Eyes. Thank you for always having my money. Yeah, academics agreed to the interview. I'm here for the mess. I'm here for the two crash dummies to crash and burn. I'm ready. I'm here for the mess. I'm here for DJ Academics and Carisha sitting down. Okay. Um. Speaking of Carisha, she was out here speaking about. She was on live, and I guess somebody asked her about her relationship with Diddy. Let's hear what she got to say.
Because like he was, he was fucking up. He wasn't ready, and I was trying to be a woman and work through things, and he wasn't ready. So then I was like, "Fuck you," and I left. What else? Okay, y'all want to play matchmaker?
Okay, so Carisha said that Diddy wasn't ready and he was effing up. So she left. Y'all believe her? Y'all let me know in the comments. Right, I said, oh, Carisha, hush. She just lying, child. I don't believe her. I'm sorry. That's just my person. I don't believe her. I still believe they. She like that community being chill, okay? But I'm here for the academics interview. You know, at first I was like, these two clout chasing simps or whatever. Like DJ Academics running from his lawsuit, and she trying to stay out of a lawsuit and don't want to talk about her being named in a lawsuit. and want to gaslight the world. You know, at the end of the day, she going to do anything to get her show popping and get the bag. That's what we know about the yacht girl, Young Miami. Carisha, please. She down until she not, just like Stunna Girl. Okay, we're going to get into that in a little bit. But let's get into Mariah Carey and her family tragedy. Okay, unfortunately, I just thought this was so ironic, but both her mom and her sister passed on the same day. Like, what are the odds, right? You know, Mariah Carey has been vocal about her estranged relationship with her sister and her brother for years. Now, her sister was a heavy drug addict, okay? I think her brother suffered with it too. Her mom was a known opera singer, and I think she had addiction issues too. Now, Mariah's been vocal for years, so I was not surprised that she barely acknowledged her sister. I mean, the history there is tragic, and she spoke about it. Everything we discuss is falls under fair use commentary. She has sat down with Oprah and on many interviews. She's even written a book about her family dynamic and the toxic environment that she grew up with. Well, here's a little bit of a history just to give y'all a background. It's not playing. Let's try again. Hold on, let me go directly. Please thumbs up the video. Please thumbs up the video. Now, as you all know, Mariah Carey is biracial. So there were some challenges there. Hold on.
Battle. And did the family disown you afterwards? Yes. Yeah. From the day she married Mariah's father, it was an uphill battle. And did the family disown you afterwards?
Yes.
Yeah.
When I told my mother that I was going to marry a black man, she was very upset. She had the priest call me, and then I got married because I was in love with him, and I just felt it was the right thing to do.
Patricia says that from the day she married Mariah's father, it was an uphill battle. And did the family disown you afterwards?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the family disowned her. I mean, this was back in the 60s where, like, being in an interracial relationship was just like, that was a no-no, okay? All right. I believe Mariah definitely took care of her mom. But it has been out there. Like, Mariah's sister came out pleading because she was diagnosed with houses in Virginia and could not afford her medication. But Mariah, she put a hard stop up. Like, no, I'm not going to continue to fund your habits. I need a miracle. Sorry. All right. But when Mariah has spoken out when she dropped her book, she spoke about incidents of her sister drugging her and trying to sell her for drugs. Okay? So that relationship is strange. So I mean, she's because Mariah has tried to help her through the years, but her sister always sold her out to the tabloids and things like that.
Found an altar where the people, sometimes in hooded, what do you call them? They were wearing these long cloaks that were brown with hoods, and they'd be in a circle or two circles, one side of the other, by the altar, where there'd be live children and sometimes babies.
Okay, so she's talking about sacrifices and things like that.
My baby. I will never ask any member of my family for a dime. It's just those days are gone. Okay, you guys, so I have some unfortunate news. Mariah Carey lost her sister Allison and her mom Patricia this weekend on the same day. So Mariah Carey told TMZ, "My heart is broken that I've lost my mother this past weekend. Sadly, in a tragic turn of events, my sister lost her life on the same day." And then she added, "I feel blessed that I was able to spend this last week with my mom before she passed." And that's very good to hear because Mariah Carey didn't have the best relationship with her mom or her sister, especially her sister. They really didn't see eye to eye for most of their life, and she thought it was best that they love each other from a distance. Now, she also claimed that her mom was very jealous of her success and that she dealt with jealousy from her mom even during her childhood. The issues with Mariah and her sister and mom go very deep, but this is very unfortunate. At the end of the day, this was still her family, and I know she
Exactly. I don't think Mariah didn't. She loved her family, but she had to create boundaries. She had to create boundaries to preserve herself. This is just a tragedy, and my condolences. Good morning, Hey, McClurge, welcome. Um, this is this. It goes to show. Hold on, let me put on my do not disturb because everybody want to call me. It just goes to show how family trauma, when not dealt with, it goes deep. I always respected Mariah in the way she handled her family dynamic. I never ever wasn't out here dragging her family. She just told us the truth, And when you're dealing with addicts, sometimes you got to leave them to their own devices. You can't continuously enable them because they will never ever get better. And I know her brother was out here at one point in time begging for Mariah to pay her sister's hospital bills and things like that. Why is that her responsibility? Thank you, McClurge. To lose loved ones to addiction is heartbreaking, but sometimes you have to create tough love to preserve your sanity because they'll have you going down a rabbit hole with them, trying to constantly save them. And one of the things you have to say to yourself when you're dealing with an addict is, when you're dealing with an addict is you have to create boundaries and say, you know what, I will not help you delete yourself, period. And when you giving them money and things like that, that all goes towards them unaliving themselves, like at the end of the day. So I felt like Mariah always handled the situation as respectful as possible. In meantime, like her family used to drag her. I do believe that it was a jealousy there, and I'm glad she was able to mend things with her mom in the end so that they could be peaceful. Right, McClurge. You have to grieve the loss of the loved ones who go into addiction, as the relationship will end a lot of times. Devastates the family. It does. Addiction is a family dynamic. Like, it affects the whole family. It affects the whole family. So my heart goes out to Mariah and her family as they grieve the loss of their matriarch, the mom, and her sister. But Mariah has spoken out loud about the different things that she has been through the years. So I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked that she was estranged from her sister still and things like that, because her sister, a lot of the times, it was a money grab. It was a money grab, and then she'll turn and go to the tabloids. Yes, please thumbs up the video, please. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. We're on our path to 3K subscribers. I hope to get there by the end of the week. We're going to go hard this week, So condolences to Mariah Carey, okay? I hope, she gets the healing that she needs. Shout out to the Jasmine brand. They posted Mariah Carey was not speaking to her sister Allison Carey at the time of her passing due to siblings' alleged drug addiction, which is reasonable. So Mariah Carey was reportedly no contact with her sister Allison Carey at the time of her death. On Monday, August 26th, the We Belong Together singer broke the tragic news that her mother, Patricia Carey, 87, and her sister Allison Carey both died over the weekend on the same day. Details surrounding their death are still limited at this time. However, Mariah Carey, who is 55, did reveal in her statement released yesterday that she was able to spend the last week with her mom before she passed out. I'm glad she was able to get that closure. So as far as her final moments with her sister, it seems that the Grammy Award winning artist wasn't on speaking terms with Allison. They haven't been on speaking terms in years at the time of her passing. So according to TMZ, Allison alleged drug addiction drove her famous sister away. Sources shared with the publication that prior to their estrangement, Mariah Carey tried to help Allison out emotionally, financially, but unfortunately her efforts weren't enough to push the 63-year-old onto a better path. A separate report alleged Allison's friends said her death followed problems with her organ functions, which she suffered with the houses in Virginia. So, that leads to a lot of other complications, especially with the side effects from the medications and things like that. But Allison did die in hospice care in Greene County, New York. And the official cause of death has not been revealed. So please thumbs up the video. All right, there's footage everywhere of Mariah talking about it. I even know in one interview, I think it was with Diane Sawyer when she dropped her book. They asked her why do you think your relationship is so strained with your siblings? And she said the fact is we just don't even know each other. We don't even know each other. And that could very well be the case or whatever, but I just really felt like she had to create healthy boundaries to preserve herself, and there's some jealousy there because Mariah got out of there. Now, she went on and got into another toxic relationship, which I think is a result of the trauma she grew up in. She didn't recognize the signs in her ex-husband, Tommy Mentola. And then once she left him, he tried to make her life a living hell. Even going as far as songs that were written for her, selling them to J-Ho, who couldn't really even sing. He made her life a living hell, okay? But she still mustered up the strength and got the heck up out of there. And if you ask me, Mariah is the woman that stands in her worth. She learned her worth. I think she did the work to work through her trauma and things like that. And I just think she's in a peaceful place with her children. That's her world. I think she does a great job as a mom protecting her children, even from they philandering daddy, okay? She does an excellent job. So to me, she's very successful. I mean, the woman was engaged to a billionaire, and when he broke off the engagement, she sued him and won. Period. So rock on, Mariah, and we just want to respect her space and allow her time to grieve. All right. All right, Megan Thee Stallion has a new boo alert. Okay, flirt alert. Megan Thee Stallion does couple challenge with NBA player Torrey Craig. I've never heard of him. Shout out to Hollywood Unlock.
Likely Challenge Couples Edition. Who's most likely to get arrested? Who's the better kisser? Who said I love you first? Who starts the most arguments? Who needs the most attention? Come on. Who's the better cook? Who's the most spoiled? Who's the funniest? Who has the better style? Who takes longer to get ready?
Okay.
I do.
Whose mother-in-law likes them more? Most likely child.
Okay, so that's the basketball player. All right, you know what? I wish her the best, and I hope she keep her relationship off social media. Because it's like social media relationships crash and burn. So Megan's having a great year. She's up next to host the VMAs. Did y'all hear LL Cool J is performing? I'm so excited. Which LL Cool J hit do you want to hear? Y'all let me know in the comments. But it's strange that we talking about social media relationships because someone posted, oh, here it is. Little Duval. He posted, he said, new studies claim that happy couples are less likely to post their partners on social media. Do y'all think that's true? Because look at these crash and burn relationships, okay? I say if it's not your husband, don't post it, okay? Don't post the relationship. Do y'all agree? Hey, feminine! Do y'all agree? New studies claim that happy couples are less likely to post their partners on social media. I agree. You know, people be out here stunting for the gram and they really, really, really be unhappy. Okay? They really be unhappy. Look at Krishan Rock and Blueface. Look at Keke Palmer. And what's his name? Darius or whatever his name. Yes, like, comment, and share. All right. So Megan, she posted her new boo. And I say, Megan, keep him off the internet if you want it to last. Okay? Because when it's over, you're going to crash and burn. Okay? Speaking of relationships crashing and burning, let's get into Stunna Girl. Child, look, she recently announced that she was leaving her husband. And all hell broke loose, okay? They've been dragging each other. And this is my problem with Stunna Girl. You was down until you wasn't. Same thing with Zeus. And now you out here exposing all the man medical information, which I don't agree with. It's just disgusting. It's disgusting. But she has been very vocal, and so has her estranged husband. And here's what she has to say. Hold on.
Ask him what really happened the day that I got shot. Ask him that. When y'all can come back with a clear answer, let me fucking know, okay? Because if I told y'all the whole story and a full story, blood would be canceled. I promise you. Fucking promise you. Like, he is so jealous of me. Look at how catty he is. Every time I say something, he's right on live saying something too. I ain't never seen a nigga act like that. Go change your bag, out your ass and your out. Brother nigga sit on the toilet constipated. He literally gotta sit. He literally gotta turn his body around and sit on the toilet and literally comes out. Like, clean out your. Why do you have a colostomy bag on and you're still out your? You just started to out your. You just out your. Why? Y'all need to ask him what really happened today, because your stomach isn't fucking infected. You're a dirtball. Your dick don't even get up. Fuck anybody. If it's getting up now, it's because you're taking some type of drug for it. You do too many drugs. You don't know if you're nodding off, if you're staying up all night. Bro, ask the cast members. This nigga never went to sleep. Just ask them. Say, did you guys ever see this man go to sleep? They're all gonna say no. I promise you, they're all gonna say no. He's a raging tweaker. He's over there desperately broke. He has I'm telling you, it's gonna be like a couple days, and then we're gonna stop hearing about him because his court date's gonna start. You know, you've been pushing off this trial. You try to use your bag. You try to use your bag to push off your court dates, and you know it stopped working. So, you know, your life's gonna be over. I get it while you're trying to clout chase this last week till the very last drop, and I shouldn't have entertained you because I know that's what you're doing. But you have no life outside of me. Nobody knows you. You had it because your stomach isn't fucking infected. Followers. You didn't have going on. You were hitting cheap licks and panhandling hookers for money like you're doing the one you got right now because you don't have no money going on. When you did have a little bit of money going on, I took the money and my little brother took the whole operation. The whole Oakland took the whole operation. LA took the whole operation. The whole Chicago took the whole, and it wasn't even your operation, but you didn't even get a fucking cut. So you don't have no money stacked up. When I put the notice in that house, you were in a vacant, abandoned house, and you guys were squatting.
You like
post
it.
a Texas from the agent. You're not even on the lease. Can you post the lease? No, you can't. Followers, you didn't have.
All right, so they've been going back and forth. He been posting her dirty drawers. We don't know if they her drawers, but at the end of the day, you exposing all this man healthcare information, talking about he had a coloscopy bag. You was down for his shitty ass. You was down for his shitty ass. Sorry, excuse my language. You was down until you wasn't. You was okay out here promoting his broke ass. You knew he was broke. You knew he was broke. How do you think that looks? You think it makes you look good? Talking about, oh, he got a shitty ass. You was down with it. You was down with his broke peen. You was down with it. Okay? And now you want to drag him on the internet because you don't want to be with him. Okay? And at the end of the day, you're like Carisha. You're okay? Because she already got another man. Like, that shows me you wasn't really in love. Like, what were you with him? Like, he was homeless when you got with him. What does that make you? Low vibrational. Not knowing your word. I don't like her. I don't like her. She out here stunting from the gram. Showing all this stuff and trying to make it seem like she unbothered. Showing homes that they don't own. All right, so the ex-husband comes out to address the bag as he should, but it's just not cool.
For the supporters that was on both sides, I just want to let y'all know something, right? As human beings, right is right, wrong is wrong, right? You don't never, ever air out your family health.
Right.
Shit, past. I ain't never had no infections, none of that. Yeah, I was on the bag. I got shot 4 times, blood, then her died. Yeah, I did have one. I was still here. And guess what? She was sleeping in the bed with her every night, eating his dick up with that motherfucker right on the top of her head. On my grandma. Nigga. Dead homies. Dead homies, nigga. That's on my granny. But you know, we ain't even gonna do all that. Feel me? Nigga don't even give a fuck. You feel me? And that's just what it is, you know. A nigga ain't even really tripping off that. I made it past that chapter, you know. You feel me? It's all good. But I think for the supporters.
Okay? Now, she was out here clowning him because she just recently got SHOT, right? And that just shows the lifestyle they live in, all right? And she clowning him talking about he ran. Girl, he's a SHOT victim himself. You ever heard of PTSD? He probably got triggered. Like, but you was just out here, my man. When you was exposing Zeus, I got a husband. These girls out here stunting from the ground. They don't own anything. They really be broke. A lot of they wigs and their clothes come from influencers. People trying to want them to promote their brands and stuff like that. But now he dragging her crusty drawers all over the internet. Stunner girl, this is not a good look for you. This is not a good look. And you laid down with that broke man with the colonoscopy bag. Let me see what y'all saying in the comments. I believe him too, Bree. Not the bag on the head. Right. Feminine. Hold on, let me go back. Yes, hey Bree, get these likes up. Good morning. Yeah, she bitter. She was over there loving on that man. Hey Juice, I saw you too. But she was with him. She was with him. Right, and she was riding for him when she was on Zeus. My husband, because I'm married. She was riding for him. She looked dumb. You look dumb, because you was down with shitty bags. You was down with it. And that's why your drawers is crusty, girl. You talking about he a perk head and he don't like to wash his behind. You lay next to all that funk. You was loving it. You was loving it. But the major problem I had, like, these young girls don't know how to sit down and be with self. She already on to the next. Make that make sense. And it sound like he cased up. So she trying to get out of there before she don't want to do no bid. That's what it come down to. But I believe him. I believe she just as dirty as him. Birds of a feather shocked together. So speaking of birds, let's get into Jada Chavez, little baby mama. Now, I recently, I think a couple months back, she was being dragged on the internet because she did like a photo shoot in a bathing suit and buns was all out and her son and his friend was like all around her. So social media went up in an uproar about this, like that it was inappropriate for her to be around her son like that. Let me see if I can find it. And there's also been claims that here we go. Wait. Beach video. Hold on. So this is the video. Sorry, I had to turn off the sound. So that's a video that caused so much controversy because they felt like she should have had some clothes on. What do y'all think? I mean, people in Europe do it all the time, okay? Right. All right, so that's the video that caused controversy. Shout out to the Shade Room. She is now speaking out about it, and her point of view. And I just wanted to present it to my Knotty crew to see what y'all thought or whatever. These young girls is different. They think different, okay? Here we go.
Talk about my son's sexuality. They talk about the videos saying I was promoting.
And then
it's a little bit.
when people don't even realize, like, speaking on the things they be saying publicly, it's like you're the real creep
To even like look at something like that and just instantly think that way.
to talk about a child's sexuality. It's like weird.
Yeah, like a 5-year-old.
It's weird.
A 5-year-old.
It's so creepy. Like,
They talk about my son's sexuality. It's literally to that point where I'm like, yeah, I just gotta pray for those type of people.
got to pray.
Like, I pray that they find it in their heart to like understand that this is a child, and like it's certain things that it's certain limits you just don't cross, or certain things you just don't say. But like I said, I can't control people's perception, or I can't make people say like, oh, loyal isn't this, or
Right.
like I can't do that. So I
Yeah.
just we both.
I'm glad you don't let it affect you, because people get sensitive about it, as you should.
I
but
know
it's
who my
like,
child is.
period.
His dad knows who he is. Our fam, like no one's question, worried, bothered.
Understood.
Period. It's literally to that point.
This is coming from a girl because she was on a show called The Impact, the first season, with Ari Fletcher, a couple of other influencers, and she admitted that she slept with Lil Baby on the first night. Didn't even know him. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Loyal is different from Jason. Yes, he is. She got the attention she deserves. Jada is a bird. Thank you, Bree. Yeah, I mean, and look, the baby is beautiful. He don't have nothing to do with nothing. I don't like putting like actuality on young children. Like, that little boy's still trying to figure out who he is. He's still growing up and stuff like that. Time will tell. And if he decides to be that way, that's, you know what I mean? That I'm fine with that or whatever. But I feel like she exposes him, overexposes him to a lot of things he shouldn't be. Hence that video. Why do you think she does it? I think it's for attention. Like, did her son really need to be in that video? I don't know. Y'all let me know what you think, but I agree with Bree. She's a bird. Right, okay? Couture Bay says she do, and he only a child, right? I think she overexposes him to too much. It's just certain boundaries, especially coming from me being a parent. It's certain boundaries, certain things like I just would not do around my kids. Y'all heard McDonald's is releasing the chicken Big Mac, child. I'ma try it. Up next, let's get into our legal bag. Let's start off with the YSL trial. It looks like Young Thug lawyer is really trying to, because I've been keeping my eye out. I've been watching the trial. They've been really trying to highlight that Woody just really implemented Thug to get the law off of his back or whatever. But Lil Woody is comical, okay? He tried to get Thug's lawyer to say the N word, the ninja word, okay? Shout out to the Neighborhood Talks for catching his soundbite.
The N would give me money. What is E? N-I-G-G. Oh, nigga. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying?
But it looks like, even though Lil Woody is up there on the stand talking about, oh, I don't remember, I don't recall, they are pulling all his old interrogation and jail calls and things like that and throwing it back in his face so that he can't say he doesn't remember or whatever. So I'll keep my eye out. But the defense is, I feel like, doing a good job of making Little Woody look like he the one that did the actual deed and the person that was deleted. That's just my opinion. All right. Also in trial updates, Tom Girardi. Tom Girardi is most famous for the winning the Aaron Brockovich case. Also married to Erica Jane from Beverly Hills Housewives. He was a big time lawyer at one point in time, and he was brought up on charges of fraud and stealing from his clients and things like that. And for the longest, he delayed the trial, saying that he had early onset dementia and things like that because of his age. Well, the judge wasn't here for it, and he faced trial. And Knotty Crew, a verdict has been given, and this influencer has been following the trial. Here we go.
Girardi was just found guilty. All 4 counts of wire fraud. Guilty, 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 guilty. The jury was unanimous. His sentencing date has been scheduled for December 6, 2024 at 1:30 p.m. Now, for each count of wire fraud, he faces a maximum of 20 years in federal prison, but the defense has 6 weeks to file their sentencing brief. Then the government is going to have a month to reply to that, and then 2 weeks after that, there will be a response. I'm sure there will be appeals, but Tom Girardi is guilty. I'm going to get him coming out of the courtroom. This time, he's coming out a convicted felon. All the media is waiting outside, waiting for Tom to come out. Everybody wants to see.
Okay, shout out to the Talk of Shame. She follows all like the major trials and things like that. And here is Tom coming out of the courthouse. He's aged, right? And to me, Erica Jane, she got out of there before they could take her down too. That's why she divorced him so fast. Yeah, that's him. She do, and he is only a child. Yes, that's him. So that's an update. So his sentences is due to take place in December. That just goes to show, Knotty Crew, everything that glitters ain't gold. These people out here talking about they have all this money. They really don't be having a whole lot of money. He went broke, and he went broke fast. Yeah, Couture Bay said I would have left him too. She was like, you go down by yourself. You go down by yourself, hunty. So it's official, Knotty Crew. Donald Trump says he reached an agreement on the rules for the September 10 ABC News debate with VP Kamala Harris. They agreed to muted microphones and no studio audience. Wow. So he tweeted, Donald Trump, he said, I've reached an agreement with the radical left Democrats for a debate with comrade Kamala Harris. He really trying to coin that phrase. It will be broadcast live on ABC Fake News. He mad because it's not with Fox, his fave. Hey, Grape Tea. Good morning, King. And he said, wait, hold on. He said, it will be broadcast live on ABC Fake News. Let me get my Donald Trump boy. By far the nastiest and the most unfair newscaster in the business on Tuesday, September 10th in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The rules will be the same as the last CNN debate, which seemed to work out well for everyone except perhaps crooked Joe Biden. The debate will be stand up and candidates cannot bring notes or cheat sheets. You the only one that be cheating, Donald Trump. We have also been given assurance by ABC that this will be a fair and equitable debate and that neither side will be given the question in advance. Harris would not agree to the Fox News debate on September 4th, but that date will be held open in case she changes her mind or flip-flops, as she has done on every single one of her long-held and cherished policy beliefs. A possible third debate, which would go to NBC Fake News, has not been agreed to by the radical left. God bless America. You can't make this shit up. Then he goes on to say, if Biden didn't do the debate, he would be the Democrat candidate for president right now. The fact is, debate or no debate, the Democrats really did a number on him.
She is a disgrace. I think having Donna Brazile sitting on that panel, and she's the one that gave the answers and the questions to Hillary Clinton before a debate. I think ABC should be shut out. I'd much rather do it on NBC. I'd much rather do it on CBS, frankly. I think CBS is very unfair, but the best of the group. And certainly I'd do it on Fox. I'd even do it on CNN. I thought CNN treated us very fairly the last time. I think Jake Tapper was very fair and Dana Bash was very fair. But when I watched this interview of Tom Cotton, fortunately he's a total pro, he knows what he's doing. And then when I watched the roundtable after that, I said the hostility is crazy. So we're thinking about it. They also want to change the rules. The deal was we keep the same rules. Now all of a sudden they want to make a change in the rules because she can't answer questions. Why doesn't she do a couple of, I think ABC is just a couple of question answer. Why doesn't she do something like I'm doing right now? She can't talk. We can't have another dummy as a president, okay? We cannot have a dummy. And the people from Vietnam agree with that. Okay? A couple of...
This is crazy. The way they just let this man go on and on and on. But when it doesn't make sense, Knotty Crew, who do we turn to? Plies. Shout out to the neighborhood. I love me some Plies. He makes sense of it all. Look, Plies need to be the VP. I don't care what nobody say. Here we go.
Fucking simple with me. Until Kamala Harris go to jail. Until Kamala Harris become a convicted felon. Until Kamala Harris file motherfucking bankruptcy 6 times her and her company. Until Kamala Harris is impeached twice. Until Kamala Harris is indicted 4 motherfucking times. Until Kamala Harris is found liable for sexual abuse. Until Kamala Harris is found guilty of motherfucking fraud and got to pay $300 and some motherfucking million dollars. Until Kamala Harris start a motherfucking insurrection. Until Kamala Harris try to overthrow a motherfucking election. Until Kamala Harris is married 3 motherfucking times. Until Kamala Harris have 5 kids from 3 different motherfucking men. Until Kamala Harris do any of that, she's a better motherfucking candidate to me. Now you do whatever you want to do with your motherfucking vote.
Right.
But I'm not voting for no motherfucking rich white man to be able to do whatever the fuck he want to do. I'm just not doing it.
Not doing it.
I don't hate motherfucking women that much. And I damn sure don't hate a black woman that much. So you can vote for a motherfucking AKA or you can vote for the motherfucking KKK. You can vote for whatever motherfucking K you want to motherfucking vote for. That's your motherfucking business. But Trump been telling you since 2017, he gonna show you that motherfucking healthcare plan. Has he shown you yet?
No.
He been telling you since 2017 that motherfucker coming in 2 weeks. It's gonna be big, it's gonna be beautiful. Has he showed you yet? He told you he's gonna overturn motherfucking Obamacare. Did he do it yet? He told you Mexico gonna pay for that funk ass wall over there. Did they motherfucking pay for it yet? He told you gonna raise motherfucking minimum wage. Did he do it yet? He was gonna lower the motherfucking price on prescription drugs. Did he do it yet? But she need to motherfucking explain something. She don't ever talk about her pot. Yes, she motherfucking do. You just don't want to motherfucking hear.
Right.
I lady told you she trying to get $25,000 a motherfucker trying to buy homes. Trying to build 3 more motherfucking million homes. Trying to lower the drug prices for everybody, not just the elderly. Trying to get tax cut to the middle motherfucking class. That like trying to no tax on tips or whatever the hell it is. That lady telling you what she trying to motherfucking do. You just don't want to motherfucking
They don't want to listen. Come on, Plies. Come on, Plies. They don't want to listen. Okay, because then you got ignorant mofos out here like this. We give all sides over here in Knotty Crew. Okay, we give more sides. Because you got your Kamala haters. Oh, child. They're always trying to debunk. And they don't never really have no facts to me. I'm sorry, they don't never really have no facts. When minimum wage did go up. Okay, say that, Plies. No, but a lot of what he's saying is facts. Like, People trying to gaslight you. But check this out. Oh my God. I'm scared to even play it. I mean, okay, here we go. I gotta be fair, right? Okay.
So since I got a little platform, I'm gonna go ahead and use it because a lot of people seem to be misinformed. Kamala Harris is not the better option. Don't be fooled just because she is a woman and she is of color. She is not for the people. And me being from the Bay Area and being around when she was actually running the district attorney's office, let me help you understand what I mean by that. And before I have gazillion people hopping in the comments, talking mess regarding Trump and all that, listen, between him and her, all you're doing is picking one of the lesser evils, and that's facts. But being that I am a part of the community of families that are affected by incarcerated people, I am going to go with the person who is less inclined to locking everybody up. And yeah, I've seen a lot of people saying that they don't know if that's correct. And I seen Yandy make a post saying that a lot of that is just propaganda. Well, let me help break it down for you. Kamala Harris grew up in the Berkeley, Oakland area. She went to law school at Hastings and graduated there and started off as a district attorney in Oakland. From Oakland, she went to Alameda before she went to San Francisco. Do y'all remember in 2010 there was that big drug lab scandal with Deborah Madden and the San Francisco Police Department? I remember specifically because I had 2 cases involved in that scandal. Let me help fill you in. She was the head district attorney at the time, and right under her was a guy named Gascon, something like that. He used to be a district attorney in Los Angeles when they had that big old scandal going on with a bunch of police misconduct. Anyhow, around that time, he was reviewing police files for misconduct, and he was basically telling her that there's no policy in place and there needs to be one for any time there's police misconduct. It needs to be reported to the lawyers and the judges on the case. She ignored him. Now, after she ignores his advice that there needs to be policies in place, that way they can curb any type of misconduct that's going on in these cases, it comes out that there's this big drug scandal in the drug labs. Deborah Madden, she was the lead technician in the drug labs, and it had been reported several times to their office that this woman had an issue and that she shouldn't be testifying in anybody's cases. She was touching the drugs, she was stealing the drugs, she was sneaking the drugs. It was just a bunch of bullshit. All of that was hidden from the attorneys and the judges on the cases. Do you know how it came out? It came out because Deborah Madden's family finally took it to the news. And once it became public, then Kamala Harris tried to say that she didn't know anything about it. Yes, you did. Now, keep in mind, Deborah Madden's family also reported that they had already been contacting the district attorney's office for months prior to this, before coming to the news channel, to let them know that there was misconduct going on, and they were also concerned about their family member, all of which got ignored. Now, keep in mind, she was head district attorney at the time. So how are you running an entire department and you claim to not know what's going on in your office, although that was later proven to be bullshit and that she was aware, and her colleagues gave her up on that. But she just chose to withhold the information from the judges and the attorneys on those cases. And what was her reasoning behind that? She wanted to keep as many people locked up as she could, no matter if that case was mishandled, if there was misconduct, to get that conviction or not. And she knew that if that misconduct got out, that was grounds for dismissal. And let's talk about Kevin Cooper. Do y'all remember him? That's the man that was hours away from his execution, and DNA had now became a thing, and his lawyers asked for the execution to be stopped and his DNA to be tested so it could possibly prove his innocence. She denied it and didn't want it to happen. However, Governor Newsom stepped up and said, no, let's go ahead and test his DNA, and come to find out, I'll be damned, it was not a match. Oh, wait, let's not forget when she actually made it a crime and parents started getting charged with their children being truant. But when they ran the numbers, they realized that this mostly affected Pacific Islanders, Native Americans, African Americans, children with disabilities, and foster children. And then she later tried to say it was an unintended consequence when she realized that parents were actually getting arrested for this. It was up to a $2,000 fine, up to a maximum of a year in county jail, and people were losing their welfare benefits because their children were truant from school. Unintended consequence. And those were her exact words. Like, what do you mean? You're the one that put this in place. And then when you were confronted with it after people were outraged that parents were actually being arrested for this, now you want to back up and say, oh, it was an unintended consequence. Well, what the hell did you think it was going to be? A scare tactic? And I know y'all already heard this one, but I'm going to go ahead and reiterate it. What was it, about 1,900 people that were arrested for smoking marijuana? Not selling, smoking marijuana. Like, get out of here. You're doing everything that you can to just lock people up and ruin their lives. So yeah, while I'm not a fan of this whole political shit, and like I said, in my opinion, it's just picking one of the 2 lesser evils, Kamala Harris definitely ain't the one I'm gonna pick.
Bitch, I ain't picking you either. Oh, sorry, I said that out loud. Cause you know what? Like a lot of her points. Number one, parents should make sure their kids get to school on time. That's a part of being a parent. Number one, okay. And if kids were being tardy at a high rate, and they had to put something in place to make sure these children get their education, so be it. Like you're talking about things like, okay, her locking people up and things like that. Don't break the law if you don't want to be locked up. Like, I don't like arguments like this to me are. Where's your proof? Like I feel like Kamala, if her office when she was in the district attorney, I saw Couture Bay comment, she would have been disbarred. And yes, in my town when my kids was going to school, your kid got only so many times to be late or miss school. You only got amount, and the parents end up in front of the judge because they want to know why your kid not making it to school. What's going on in the home? That's bullshit. And people like her are dangerous because they not speaking from fact. They speaking from emotion. And she said from the very beginning, like she's affected by people being incarcerated. But what did they do to break the law to get in the hands of the law at the end of the day? People in our community love to like discount and absolve. Like, they make it he got locked up and it's so sad and this and that. But like, what did you do to get locked up? What led up to that? Just like Kenneth Petty family. Like, get the out of here. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like people spreading that type of propaganda, but I just got to give all sides. And out of everybody, Plies always makes sense, okay? I'll be looking forward to his commentary in the morning. Hey, Deshaun. Yes, it's illegal. Like, you talking about things that are illegal. And if she did such a bad job, if it was so much corruption, she would have been disbarred. She changed her mind though, and then how come their children weren't in school? Exactly. She would have been disbarred. How you not remember, but your clients were involved. Exactly. So I feel like she gave a very Swiss cheese version, and she had a platform, and she just wanted to go viral. Period. Period. Let's get into Alicia Keys next, child. Shout out to the Jasmine brand. So a DJ is coming out and saying that he was not paid. Let's see.
DJs actually do. Like, I don't think they're remixing the song on the spot. I'm pretty sure they've like programmed it ahead of time. So what are they actually doing? Are they just turning up the volume, turning down the volume, or are they pressing like and then just dancing and like what the fuck do DJs actually do? What the fuck do DJs actually do? Like, I don't think they're remixing the song on the spot. I'm pretty sure they've like programmed it ahead of time. So what are they actually doing?
Shut up, you man stealing. Oh, sorry. So DJ Artistic says Alicia Keys' team failed to pay him for playing her music after the singer questioned the roles of the DJ. So he took to Twitter. And he said, ooh, let me get it bigger. He said, all I know is her label offered me a few $100 to play her song and then never paid me after I played. Didn't mean to do that. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the Jezebel speaking out about DJs. Alicia, we just started to accept you back. Girl, I ain't never accepted her. Yes. She from New York saying, what do DJs actually do? DJs actually are the main reason while a lot of music is circulating. DJs are a very important part of the music industry. Before social media, it was the DJs. Like, that's what all the upcoming rappers would do. They would get with the local DJs at the clubs and try to barter with them to get them to play their music. DJs are very important. Girl, your husband is a major producer and a DJ. How could you even say that out your mouth? Mm, mm, mm. She's so ignorant. She's so ignorant. Y'all here again.
Like, I don't think they're remix. What the fuck do DJs actually do? Like, I don't think they're remixing the song on the spot. I'm pretty sure they've like programmed it ahead of time. So what are they actually doing? Are they just turning up the volume, turning down the volume, or are they pressing like and then just dancing and like what the fuck do DJs actually do? What the fuck do DJs?
What the fuck do whores actually do? Steal husbands. Break up families. See, this what happened when you act ignorant, Alicia. We gonna drag your ass. We gonna bring up all your old shit. We have forgot about it. You know, y'all happy blended family, which I think y'all thruple. But anyway, y'all happy blended family. We was leaving y'all alone. But you're gonna come out here and insult DJs. I understand the importance of DJs. I mean, growing up on the East Coast, my brother, he produced music, he DJed through the years and things like that. DJs are very important to the music industry. I mean, some of the famous DJ Clue, DJ Red Alert, DJ ENF from Drink Champs, or Effin, whatever you want to call him. Hold on, DJ Drewski. All right? DJs are very important, so cancel that out. Sorry. Hey, Callie girl, good morning. Exactly. Let's not forget about that halftime show. You know, that broken note. That's why Usher had to fill you up to make it look good. Cause you was crackling. You know, I made like maybe one or two of her songs, but I always felt like Alicia was very monotone to me. Like, to me, she sings like one note all the time. I never got what the big hype was about her. That's me. That's my opinion. So then she had to sleep with Swiss Beats to get on. To really get on. It's showtime. We did not forget, Alicia. So, what is a crack note for Landman? You. Oh, God. Okay. So, let's get into Diddy. A little Diddy news. Hashtag no Diddy. It looks like there's some things going on in the Little Rod case. But Diddy has filed a motion to get the case dismissed. Please thumbs up the video. Let me see. Shout out to allhiphop.com. Diddy drags Uncle Murder clip into bid to dismiss Lil Rod's bombshell lawsuit. So recently, Lil Rod attended 50 Cent's festival down in Shreveport or whatever, and Uncle Murder was making demands that Diddy pay Lil Rod his money by Monday or whatever. Well, Diddy is trying to use that as leverage in the case. And he's asking the New York judge to throw out the producer Lil Rod's salacious lawsuit on Monday, August 26th. Diddy lawyers filed a motion seeking a dismissal with prejudice per court documents obtained by All of Hip Hop. If granted, the judge ordered and would prevent Lil Rod from rifling his case against the hip hop mogul. Replete with legally meaningless allegations and blatant falsehoods. The lawsuit's true purpose is to generate media hype and exploit it to extract a settlement. No surprise, given that Lil Rod's attorney was recently referred to the court's grievance committee for engaging in patterns of improperly filing cases in federal court to garner media attention, embarrass defendant in salacious allegations, and pressure defendant to settle quickly. Diddy's lawyers wrote. All right, so here's how I feel about this situation. I don't know why Diddy just don't pay him his money. Just pay him his money is due and then he'll go away. Just pay him his money. I mean, he did the work or whatever, so why not pay him out? Well, shout out to the Shade Room. Lil Rod responded. Music producer Lil Rod says he has no source of income and must disguise himself in public after suing Diddy. So he quoted for Rolling Stone, for some reason, our culture worships Combs and his billionaire status. They have to understand Puffy is no god. He's nothing more than a shrewd, crooked businessman. He's stolen publishing for years. He's nothing but a thief, and he has no soul. He lives off other people's gifts and talents. That's true. My name is all over the Love alum credits, so I had to have done some producing. It got a Grammy nomination, and I'm sitting here doing nothing, unable to work. That is not right. Sir, at the end of the day, though, Lil Rod, you can still work. You choosing not to. You could work. I don't want to hear those excuses. You could still work. But I just really feel like Diddy should just pay him his money so he could go away. Ooh! Couture Bay said you was over there in the house being a boost, baby. He isn't new to the industry, so I don't want to hear that. He got paid indeed. Oh, thank you, Cali girl. You cute too. Yeah, not him and his man fighting, child. Yeah, they out here windmilling. They out here catfighting, child. They out here catfighting. I don't feel like getting into the Auntie podcast. Tyrese got a new movie coming out. That's why he doing all this crying, child. Tyrese, shut up and just go to work so you can pay your alimony and your child support. Like, but he said he do to sit down with Club Shay Shay, child. Shout out to the Jasmine brand.
And if my man Shannon Sharp, y'all tag Shannon in this video. Let me tell y'all something. If Shannon Sharp is willing to air that entire episode, we're gonna do some Cat Williams numbers. I say that? Yeah. If Shannon Sharp and his editing and producers and his team decide to air that entire interview that I just did on Club Shay Shay, we're gonna do some Cat Williams numbers.
Yeah,
He didn't be wanting to buy.
I don't think
I'm on Club Shay Shay.
Look, y'all, look. All Tyrese gonna do is cry. You know he gonna end up crying. Y'all think Tyrese interview gonna do the same numbers as Cat Williams? I don't think so. Tyrese is unhinged. He isn't new to this industry. Oh, yes, child. He got a new movie coming out, though. He got a new movie coming out. Did I save the clip? And oh, y'all heard Steve Harvey responded to Cat Williams? Wait a minute, did Steve Harvey just respond to Cat Williams? Okay, remember this.
This the same Negro that hated on Bernie with this same thing. I didn't want to be a movie star. No, you couldn't be a movie star. There are 30,000 new scripts in Hollywood every year. Not one of them asks for a country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good over KB and look like Mr. Potato Head. There ain't none. You would have to have range. I played a lot of characters, 60 movie roles. I'm not playing Cat Williams in there. I didn't want to be a movie star. This the same Negro that hated on...
Okay. All right. You think Tyrese could do Cat Williams numbers? I don't know. Well, apparently, Steve Harvey decided to respond. Let's hear what he have to say.
And you'll never have a hater that's doing better than you. Always know that. Don't get off the wall to dress some pity any ass boy who ain't got shit going for himself. Now you done stopped your climb up on the wall so you can come down here and talk to his little punk ass. Don't do that, man. I stay away from it. Now, do I want to? Yes. Because I'm a human being and I'm hood. Now, I used to be a fighter and I still got hands. They slow, but if you get up on me real close, I can still knock your monkey ass out there. I just don't have the quickness I have. But I still know how to turn my hip and shift that weight, and I knock your short ass out. I shoot your perm straight out your head. Anti-ass hater who is, and you'll never have a hater that's doing better than you. Always know that. Don't get
Shots fired, okay? Shots fired. At least he was honest, right? I'm interested to see what's going to come out of that, okay? But do y'all think Tyrese could stand up to Cat Williams? I don't know. Unless he cry, that's the only way it's going to work. He got to cry. That's the only way. He got to cry. Grand Rising, say Hudson. Hey, beautiful. Grand Rising. All right, so I think that's everybody. Oh, Garcelle, from Beverly Hills Housewives, she announced, Garcelle Benavia says her son Jax will not appear on season 14 of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills following racist online attacks. It broke my heart to hear this. Like, people are so ignorant. It happens to me all the time. The trolls come in here, they call me monkey and things like that. You know, I'm secure with who I am, and you know, anybody that's low vibrational and they just ignorant, so you know you can't give them energy. And I just tell the trolls to go suck their mother or whatever, because I'm black, I'm beautiful, I'm here, I'm gonna stay here, I'm gonna be here, and I'm gonna be better than you. Just from me rising above and ignoring your ignorance, that makes me better than you or whatever. So it's just sad that this type of behavior still goes on in this day and age, because at the end of the day, we all humans and we all bleed red. And at any point in time, we could all be treated in a disparaging way. People act like they can't be in their shoes. But internet gangsters, they love to pump their chest on a keyboard. You know what I mean? I really wish she would have let him stay on the show so that he can address them. Period. So, shout out to the Jasmine brand. According to the Daily Mail, Garcelle Benavides has revealed her son Jack, 16, will not be appearing on this season of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills after he endured horrible cyberbullying for 2 years ago. At the end of the day, y'all already know my motto. I embrace my haters. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the best thing to answer ignorance is you answer it with success. That's what they want you to do. They want you to back down. But if it's a matter of his mental health, don't sacrifice your mental health for anyone. You got to do what's best. But we got to learn to stop letting these people put us in a box and make us feel small when they say things like that. We need to rise above that. We need to rise above that. and don't give these people any value. So Jax was subjected to terrible online harassment back in 2022 after his mother became embroiled in a feud with several co-stars, and trolls sent him cruel and racist remarks. So during the experience on the Pop Culture Mom podcast, Garcelle 57 revealed that her son approached her with his decision not to appear on season 14 of the show. So right before the season, Jax said to me, "Mom, I can't do it anymore. It was too negative for me. I respected that." And so he's not on the season at all. Garcelle explained, "I wasn't going to force him." And when he said that to me, I said, "Well, I respect you for that, and you don't have to." So that, she's going to honor her son as she should as a mom or whatever. But I just want us as a people, like when it comes to racism, I think we could stand up in a healthy way to deal with people like that, because it's just based on pure ignorance. It's based on pure ignorance. But you have people out here, they thrive off of disrespecting and degrading people, but what if that energy is turned back on them? You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, like, we are not our ancestors. We are not going to crawl in the corner and hide and this and that. We have to start using our voices. And I don't say be violent or anything like that. I'm saying use your words to articulate. You can give people a good tongue lashing and come out on top and live to see another day. But they're going to think twice before they do that again. We have made progress. You know what I'm saying? People are starting to get arrested for being racist out in the public. People are, in the day of everyone having a cell phone, racists are getting more and more exposed. I know I did a story on a young man where a Caucasian gentleman, not even gentleman, came up to him talking about, "Oh, I will hang you in my yard," and this and that, making all type of racism mark. Those people were arrested. So I say expose the Karens and the Kevins and the racists out there. Expose them so that they can be held accountable for their actions. We are not going to tolerate y'all mistreating us because of the color of our skin. Y'all be tanning trying to get this color. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. They want to be us so bad. I forgot to do this clip for this TikToker. I love how she breaks down the Stunna girl situation. We'll close the show with that. But I wanted to talk about this story too. A North Texas principal was blinded in one eye after attacked by an irate student. These kids is out of control, child. These kids is out of control. They don't have no respect for lineage. They don't have respect for their elders. And they come from the home. And now this poor woman has to live with a disability for the rest of her life because the parents didn't recognize this child needs help.
Died after a student attacked her in Corsicana ISD. She says the student had a violent outburst in the classroom and tossed a wooden hanger at her. Thank you for joining us. I'm Chris Lauren.
I'm Cynthia Izaguirre. Her injury was so bad she had to be airlifted to the hospital. It happened about 2 weeks ago at Collins Intermediate School. As Janelle Fort reports, the teacher blames lawmakers, specifically Governor Greg Abbott.
During lunch, I heard our behavioral teacher call on the radio to administrators for assistance.
They're the details we've all been waiting to hear.
When I arrived, the teacher and students were outside the classroom.
About what happened to Collins Intermediate Assistant Principal Kendra Rogers in that classroom August 15th.
I entered where the student was still irate and found the room ransacked with overturned furniture.
That caused the veteran educator to be airlifted to Parkland Hospital in Dallas.
I knew I had to be as calm as possible.
Surrounded by family.
He picked up a chair and acted as if he would throw it.
And with the support of Corsicana ISD staff.
He finally did throw it at me, but I caught it midair.
She told her story.
He picked up another chair to throw at me.
Her injuries on full display.
Well, he threw a wooden hanger at me, but I couldn't stop it fast enough. The hanger hit me in my right eye and knocked it out of the socket.
She was rushed to the hospital and into surgery.
They determined that I've been blinded, and they currently believe that my damage is permanent.
She says she'll need another surgery and could lose that eye. And an attack, she says, could have been prevented.
The decision to continue funding Texas public schools at 2019 levels in 2024 is a choice, and the collateral damage of Governor Abbott's choices.
She's blaming the governor and lawmakers for not passing legislation to fund public schools while they continue to debate school vouchers. Money, she says, could be used to provide resources to help students with behavior issues.
But what happened to me should never happen to another educator.
The Navarro County DA is working to file a petition in juvenile court against the 11-year-old boy responsible, where he'll likely face the equivalent of an aggravated assault charge.
Wow. So now he's facing criminal charges as a result of this. But this goes back to the home. Like, parents need to recognize when their children are mentally unstable, and then they send it to schools and unleash them on the teachers. My hat goes out to all the teachers out there, because their job is hard. To have to, like, they're part of the parenting group. When the kids aren't with the parents, they're with the teachers, you know. My heart goes out to this woman. It's a lot. Hey, Durags. At 11 doing all that, and that just makes me feel like, what is going on in the home that he has all these behavioral issues, and why aren't the parents recognizing what's going on? Like, and see, the parents, they try to ignore, and they send them to school and unleash them with the school, then they act out in the school, and then you're putting other kids and teachers in dangers by doing that. Recognize when your kids have issues. Oh, I got to do Joy Chavez. Now, Joy Chavez, baby mama to Little Bow Wow, recently delivered her baby girl. Congratulations to her. Earlier in the week, we watched Dr. Bryant speak with Cam Newton about him creating broken homes and being irresponsible with his seed, right? You know, but the flip side of that, what about the women who lend their wombs to these broken men? Right, Cali girl. Surprised the parents aren't charged. The parents should be, because they knew them behavioral issues didn't just come out of nowhere. All right. So, what about the flip side of that? What about the women who participate with men and becoming baby mamas and things like that? Let's get into it. This is it. So, congratulations, all right? I think this is her third child, and she's not married. Congrats to Joy Chavez, reveals her and Trayvon Diggs' baby girl is here. It seemed like she was pregnant forever. It seemed like she was pregnant forever. Okay? But she is now, what, a 3-time baby mama? No marriage, nothing. So this sparked a debate online. This sparked a debate online. Hold on, let me find it. Thumbs up the video, y'all. Good morning, Durags. Here we go. Shout out to It's On Site for gathering this conversation. So, social media debates Joy Chavez's role in the broken home discussion, right? So, remember, Dr. Bryant drove home the fact that Cam Newton is continuing to create broken homes, because he was expressing that he wants more children, but he didn't necessarily say he wanted it with his last baby mama. And how many kids he got now? Like 7 or something like that. Her baby daddies need to be interviewed too. So, shout out to It's On Site. Is the narrative of creating broken homes exclusive to men? Social media users are split over whether Joy Chavez should be included in the conversation. So let's get the argument going, all right? So, Mr. Rod Foreign says, so is she making broken homes, or does that only apply to men? She's participating in it, right? She's lending her womb without being married to several men, to fuckboys, community peeing. So Heartless posted, it definitely still applies. Y'all heard as fuck. Okay? This person says, they all are contributing in this case, but she's definitely a problem, as well as the men who impregnate her. They going in. This person says, Ryan, he says, I would agree that the men are playing a role in her carefully scripted sitcom. She keeps buns in the oven for that dough. Ciao. Raw Ridiculous says, she's a common denominator. Stop trying to shift the blame. Vixen says she's a problem. She's the sole parent of those kids. And if she chose to have 3 baby daddies, that's her personal choice because they are always with her. That is her personal choice, but is it ideal? It's still a broken family. Bookie the Barbie says, people have talked about single mothers and women with multiple BDs for years. It's not the same. Is it or is it not, Naughty Crew? Let me see what some of these comments are saying. So this person says, it's the same. A broken home is a broken home, and both parents contribute to it. Absolutely. Like that one. This person says, you don't have to give every man you deal with a baby. I agree. This person says she just gave birth. This is what y'all post. But it's true. The double standard is there. I feel like the women are active participants. They're not requiring marriage. You're creating broken homes. The baby mama culture is out of control. This person said these women on here take zero accountability. Baby, it takes 2 to tango. Both parties are responsible. Next conversation. I feel the same. Buns in the oven for that dough is crazy. Yeah, for real. It should apply to both. Normalize. Stop having babies with every man or woman you meet. I agree. I think it's irresponsible. And that's what it comes down to, Couture Bay and Cali girl. She's getting pregnant and getting a check. Look who's impregnating her. Rich guys, right? Okay, Couture Bay said it's the same, but let's focus on the men. The women stay getting dragged. I'm here for holding the woman accountable. Now, we do drag the men. I look at the men and stuff like that, but women need to be more responsible with their wounds. I'm sorry, we need to hold them accountable. Men get dragged all the time. What about the women that participate in this? In the baby mama culture? What about the women who purposely are jersey chasing so that they can live off of child support? What about that whole narrative? Why not get married? That's more of a protection for the child than child support. I mean, at least if you break up, you'll get spousal support, you'll get half the property and things like that. Once the child turns 18, then what? She's always dragged. Hey, Mamere, good morning, beautiful people. I follow Knotty on IG and family. Catching her finally. Ah, thank you. I love y'all. I love my Naughty Crew. We on the path of 3K subs. Run it up, run it up. Let it all fall out. Run it up, run it up. Yes. Yes. And we had a good time. I told y'all we had a good... My cousin posted some footage from the 24 hours apiece. It was so much fun. I was jamming. Okay, I was jamming. If you know Jersey, we all about house music, okay? Them girls was getting down. We was dancing, having a good old time, okay? We was having a good old time. Y'all know I'm a party animal, child. I'm a party animal. But yeah, I'm just really tired of the double standards. And I think the women should be just as much as accountable as the men. I think women should be held accountable too. I really, really do. Like, require more. Require more. But I think now, well, it's been going on from back in the day. You know, women have really made a career out of baby making with, you know, celebrities. All right. Drea, she recently had a baby by a man that's the same age as her oldest child. Right? Right? Like what's her best? Because she's over 40, right? She wants to check. That's just the bottom line. She wants to check. We want to check. Let me see. This TikToker, I forgot to include this with my Stunna Girl segment. I like this TikToker because she really has really intelligent commentary. Let's hear what she got to say, and we're going to close the show. Thumbs up the video. Yes.
Rich Moolah are shaking again. These two have been going back and forth online all day. Actually, for the past week, I've been gathering receipts. Now, these two have been leaking photos of each other. Allegedly, some of those photos aren't real, AI generated. It's so much to this story. Y'all gotta stick beside me. Let's talk about it. Just a quick recap. It all started out here. Stunna said, don't attach no dude to my name. I've been had a new dude. She said, take, the pee off your face. You're not Pyru. Said he got ran out of Oakland, all that stuff. We discussed that in a former video. Now, this is a video that I retrieved like a week ago of Stunna online talking to somebody that sounded like they were a member of the LGBTQ community. I don't know if her friend, I don't know if it's somebody that they've worked with, because it gave like you went on tour with them, you worked with them before. And this guy said that young Rich Moolah solicited him for something like that. Asked to see it, just something along them lines, okay? Trying to get down. And she's like, see what I'm talking about? This dude is undercover. So she's pushing that he's Trey. There's also this video right here recently posted where he's like, I will also do that if you ask me to. He's very young in the video. And it's like he's doing that and all of a sudden he starts teaching me how to Dougie. It was awkward. It was weird. And she's saying...
Okay, so she trying to allude that he played for both teams. Girl, child. Shout out to everybody hates Chrissy, okay? Look, that whole Stunna Girl situation is a hot mess. She was down until she wasn't. Right. Don't be mad at your pen buzz, man. All right, let me see. Tarshella said women should be more accountable because they are the ones that end up with the kids. Exactly. And they be going around making more babies. Like, to me, like, that's enabling behavior when you do that. I don't know. I just think women need to value themselves more than being baby mothers. Like, we need to get back to the culture where we're wives. We're wives, Look, now there are certain circumstances where, women, they just want to be mothers, right? But that's what sperm banks and stuff are for. Or if you could come up with an honest agreement with someone, I get that, because like we got a time clock on our womb. But just be popping out babies for any and everybody for a check, like, it's something weird and crazy about that. So I get that there's extenuating circumstances. So I don't want y'all to think that I'm closed-minded and trying to be judgmental. But I just feel like the baby mama culture has gotten out of control. Like, and people need to understand, like, the institute of marriage, how it protects the children and things like that. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's all good. So like I said, it's certain circumstances where I get why women go out and they just want to be a mother. They have, some people just have that yearning to be a mother, but to make a career out of being a baby mom, something just don't sit right with me. You just as bad as the man spreading his seed irresponsibly. Touchdown said, check, baby, 1, 2, 3. Check, baby, 1. Like I said, it's just sad. It's just sad. Did y'all know Latoya Luckett was married 3 times from Destiny's Child? I did not know she was married 3 times. The first one, it was only a 2-month marriage, so it probably got annulled. Y'all know I love me some Mark Wahlberg. He my white boy crush. Y'all know, you knew, cause I didn't know it. I thought she was only married to 2 times. She said she don't stay with trash men, she just marry him. I'm just saying. Sorry. Mark Wahlberg, he my white boy crush. He is so cute. I loved him since Dirk Diggler. And the Backstreet Boys. I think he is so fine. Come here, Mark.
It's official. The Union, still #1 all over the globe on Netflix. Whoa. You know what we're doing right now? Real official drip drop. This is all new municipal shit coming for you.
God.
Wow. But tell me, you know what? I want to see what you guys think. You like the white with this, or you like the monochromatic? Wait a second here. There's levels to this shit. There is levels to this shit. Get that logo on the side. Make sure you get that, what we're dealing with here. Boom. Look at that. Wow.
I want a sweatsuit. He is so cute. He showed us some abs, child. Yeah, he my white boy crush. I love you all for joining me. I appreciate every last one of you. It's time for me to work. I don't want to work. Naughty crew. I would stay on here with y'all all day. I would stay on here all day with y'all. Shout out. Oh, we made it to 2,831 subscribers. Yes, we are on our way to 3K subs. Let's keep it pushing. Like, comment, and share. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Oh, let me see what my man's saying. Shout out to Canada. She said in Canada, we get on average $600 a month per kid from the government if you make over 50 grand a year. Then it drops down a bit. Babies pay here, which leads to lots of kids. Oh, thank you, Mamir. Yes, I'm trying to get to 3K subs by the end of the week. Hopefully we can meet the milestone. Please check out my old videos. I appreciate all of my Naughty crew. And I'm sending peace and blessings to all of you. Look, everything here that we discuss is of my opinion and falls under, in your opinion, and it falls under fair use commentary. I'm not here trying to be malicious and things like that. But, sometimes I like to give my thoughts about things. So, let's leave it in the comments. Let's continue the conversation. Let's continue the conversation and let's keep it going. I'll be back tomorrow morning, Naughty crew. Appreciate every last one of you. Thank you, Cali girl. We almost there. We pushing. Push it. Push it good. Push it. Push it real good. Yes. We gonna get to that 3K. We're going to get to that 3K. I want to get to it by this weekend. All right. So we'll be back tomorrow with trending topics. We'll see what's going on out there. It looks like the news week is slowing down now. Condolences to Mariah Carey and her family. Hey, Shavy. Oh, thank you, Mamir. I always try to be respectful. And you know what? I don't claim to know everything. That's why I do this. Like, I'm one of those people, I love to learn. I love to have conversation. If I'm wrong about something, challenge me. I don't have a problem with that. Challenge me. Change my perspective. I'm open to that. And I think the world needs to open up their minds. Because that's how we grow as a people. That's how we expand. That's how we support one another. I love being in conversation with y'all. So I'll be back tomorrow morning, Knotty Crew. I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful, blessed day. Until next time, Knotty Crew, I'm out. One.